this, just what's the level of concern when you see another one of these games where it just feels like the guys aren't sharp enough from the jump, aren't kind of connected the way you need them to be early in games?
It hurts because I thought this week's practice was very competitive, and we did a lot of things to, prepare for this game. And yeah, it hurts, not having X out on the floor, that hurts too, but the damage was already done early. I look at the teams like Xavier and Carolina, the two teams we beat, and the three teams we lost with Rutgers and Arizona, and the nice early game today. I mean, we just weren't in the game, and I mean, that's just not, that ain't how I want to play. So somehow I got to get this team to understand, and we're playing top-notch teams, not that the other teams are not top-notch, that you got to give yourself a chance. You can't come in here and throw the ball away 23 times and expect to beat this team. This team's a hell of a team.
The first 16 minutes, it seemed like you guys struggled to get the ball to Trey, struggled to make some basic passes. Guards didn't necessarily block out. There were a lot of different things that were observable. What led to all that?
It was the turnovers. We got the ball to Trace a few times, and he was able to get it out, and we got some good looks early. Miller's first shot was wide open, but guys, you can't turn the ball over. 23 times against a good team, that's 23 times you don't get an opportunity to score the ball. And they came in bunches. That's something we got to clean up because we're not a big turnover team. We came in the game averaging, I think, about 12 turnovers a game, which is comfortable. So, we just got to regroup. We got 2 games coming up that we got to prepare for before we start, into the Big Ten. And like I'm telling guys now, we can win at home, but you got to figure out how to win on the road. If you want to be a great team.
These past 2 games, how much concern level is there, or how much does it show what you guys need to do to sort of be able to compete with the elite this year?
Well, it's always concern. Anytime you lose a game, it's concern about who you play. I'm trying to get us to understand when we play elite teams like Kansas, you got to be on your job, and you got to compete for 40 minutes. You're not going to just walk in here and think they're going to give you a game. So I'm disappointed in that regard because I didn't get them ready to play. I felt good about this game coming in. From a statistical standpoint, we were dead ass even across the board. But hell, they stepped up and they did what they needed to do to secure the win.
Mike Landis won in the defense last week. Today, 84 points, and they had 17 layups.
Again, a lot of that contributed to our turnovers. You just basically gifted them points. It's hard to overcome that, man. It's something we got to clean up.
What do you think this group, when they're looking for when things are going wrong, where do they need to kind of find their feet? Is it defense? Is it just protecting
guys,
the ball?
You're not going to win on the road giving up 80 points, whatever we gave up. You're not going to win on the road. You got to have a defensive mentality. You're just not going to win on the road giving up 80 because you got to score damn near 90 to beat teams. And that's just, a lot of college teams are not built that way. So, it starts on the defensive end, and then offensively, you just can't give buckets. And that's what we did tonight.
Mike, what do you think the root cause of the turnovers were today?
But you got to give them credit. They were up pressure, and we were just floating passes like it was okay, and it wasn't okay. It turned into points for them and a big lead that we had to try to overcome, which we couldn't.
Mike, what's the prognosis?
And how serious is his injury? How much do you know?
Don't know yet. It don't look good. He couldn't play the second half, so we got to go back and get him evaluated and see where we are.
Mike, a day like today where Trace is getting a ton of opportunities to score, how does that affect what you're able to do?
Guys, he ain't going to get a lot. If I'm coaching against this team, I'm going to double him too. He's not going to get a lot of touches when they're taking the ball out of his hand. Guys around him have just got to step up and be able to make shots and make plays around him. It's just, there's nothing scientific about it. If you double team your best player, somebody else has got to step up and make plays.
All right, one more, guys. After the Arizona game, X said that he felt like he was happy with the energy and effort you guys gave in the Arizona game. Were you happy with the energy and effort?
No, I wasn't. No, not at all. That team came to compete. and we didn't. We did not show up tonight, and that bothers me a little bit. I got to go back and regroup.